Hello learner. In this video, we will learn about managing two important emotions, shame and guilt. We will apply the principles that we have been learning about emotional intelligence and we'll apply them to these two emotions of shame and guilt. We have learnt about this framework earlier. We can understand emotions on these two dimensions, the four quadrants, and in this video we will discuss about shame and guilt, which are unpleasant but they do not propel us to acts. They are low on activation. We will start with the same reflection that we have practiced in earlier videos. I would want you to pick up your notebook and think about the last episode that you had about shame or guilt, when you felt shameful, when you felt guilt about something. Think about the event that triggered it. Think about the thoughts you had about shame and guilt, and what were the actions you performed when you had those thoughts. When we look at shame and guilt are essentially driven by three important characteristics of our ego self, of the self within us, which is driven by socializations, habits, and automaticity. The first one is what we call as mind reading. What is mind reading? We make an attempt to think about what do others think about me. Well, this is one of the thing that we are constantly driven with. When we live in a world surrounded by people, we are constantly wondering what are others thinking about me. That's called as mind reading. The second one is what's my identity and self-image. Am I doing things that are right for my identity? Am I doing things that are right for my self-image? That's constant questioning and constant, at times, criticism and blame that what I am doing is not good enough for the way I would like to be seen by others. So this is all driven by that constant need for survival, constant need for acceptance by others in the world that we live. Next time, when we experience shame and guilt, I would want to remind you that we have to be less self-critical and more self-compassionate about ourselves. The only thing that we control in our lives is our own effort. Next time when you experience shame and what would others think about me, take a pause and ask yourself, can I even mind read? Is it even possible to read what others think of me? That's the most useless thing to spend your time and energy on. You must recognize that it is impossible to understand what others are thinking about you. And the second thing is, when we think about what others are thinking about me, what do? We often think that people may think bad about me. So there is no use spending your time and energy on this. The only thing that matters to you is whether your effort is honest, whether you are putting your best effort, whether you are making the best in whatever you are doing. Are you sincere and honest at the work that you are doing? That is most important. What is most important to you is how you see yourself. And to do that, you must practice honesty of efforts, and then everything is fine. If there is something wrong that has happened which makes you feel guilty, remind yourself that everybody makes mistake. It is a genuine mistake that I have made, and I will learn from it and grow, and I will make an effort not to repeat it in future. If you have intentionally committed a mistake, well, you must course correct and you must tell yourself, I should not do it. I should not intentionally cause harm or grief to others. If it is unintentional, well, it's an honest mistake. Learn from it and grow. I would like to remind you of this statement, which is, you are more beautiful than you think. We are more beautiful than we think we are. We have those positive qualities. So please do not spend time thinking about what others think of me. What is most important is, am I making my best effort? Am I doing what is right in the situation? If that is okay, well, then you must feel extremely proud and happy about who you are. To summarize, next time when you think, feel, experience shame or guilt, remind yourself that the automatic thoughts about shame and guilt are mind reading, overemphasizing negatives, criticizing, putting blame on yourself. Take a pause and remind yourself of the other side, the alternate things, which is your self belief, your positives that you have. If you can pause and rethink about these emotions, you give yourself a better chance to act properly and manage your behavior well in the circumstance. Thank you.